Therefore, if Arjuna understood what Bhagavan has said from the beginning, Nattuyavaham Jadunasam Ityadi, wherever the nature of the self is revealed, had Arjuna understood, he should not have asked this question. That means what? Arjuna's mind was not prepared enough to appreciate his nature as limitlessness, his nature as actionlessness, because the nature of the self is actionless. That is not understood. In so many ways, Bhagavan was unfolding the nature of one's own self as actionless, which Arjuna couldn't understand. Therefore, Bhagavan would say, Sodharme nidhanam shreyaha. May you engage yourself in an action, and when you engage yourself in your own sodharma, when your own duty, when you engage yourself, then what you have to do? You convert that action in such a way that you can prepare your mind, because there is lack of preparation of your mind. Otherwise you would have understood what I have told. So, engage yourself in action. Make your karma, whatever karma you engage, and you convert it into karma yoga. Therefore, karma, it is bandha karana. Karma means action binds, but the binding action, you can use the binding action by properly doing that action. You can convert it into sahakari karanam for moksha. Sahakari karanam means what? Secondary means for moksha. Therefore, the karma which binds, what you have to do? Yoga buddhya kuru. May you engage yourself in your own swadharma with yoga buddhi. What is yoga buddhi? Yoga buddhi means the attitude by which you take the results of an action. First you have to do your duty. And by doing your duty, you have to understand certain facts about the karma. Why? You are a doer. As a doer, you enjoy a free will. What is this free will? Free will is like a free wheel. If you are at the wheel, you have the freedom to turn left, to turn right. You need not turn left or right. So too, kartum shakyam, akartum shakyam, anyatha va kartum shakyam. This exclusive privilege of having this free will put you in a spot. What is this spot? Every time when you confront the world, you are confronting a situation. You are confronting not the world. You are confronting a situation. An animal doesn't confront a situation. Never does an animal have a situation to confront. Why? It doesn't have a choice. Why it doesn't have a choice? It doesn't have a free will. It's programmed to behave in a particular way. But here the human beings are given this facility called free will. Because of the free will, what happens? Choice. We have been given choice because there is free will. So, free will precedes every choice. Because there is a choice, what we confront is all situations. This is called situation. Situation means what? You are responsible to make a decision in a given situation. A situation is created where you are responsible to take a decision. To be or not to be is the question. All the time. All the time, a human being has crossroads. Should I go to Gangotri or should I go to elsewhere? When the course comes to an end, then you have to think, where should I go? Should I go here? Or should I go there? Or should I go back? Get my flight back home? Or should I roam around here for another couple of months? So, you have to make decisions. So, all the time we are, as a human being, I am facing a situation. Why I am facing a situation? Because there is free will. Because of free will, what I confront is a situation. All the time I am confronting a situation. The moment I get up from the bed, or should I get up now? Or after 10 minutes. Let me be under the blanket for another 10 minutes. Then 10 minutes. Then 12 minutes. It goes on and on. 3 o'clock, I got a class. 2:50, okay, 10 minutes. The 10 minutes will run into. So all the time there is a situation because of this free will. This free will, every time we have choice. We have to make choices. we have to make choices. And in fact, I am choice bound, not I am choice free. I am choice bound. The choice which has been given to me as a choice, that freedom of choice, I am bound by that choice. But what I would like to be, I would like to be a person who doesn't have to employ choices, because it's a great responsibility. That's why I am accountable for all my actions. Suppose your dog crosses the street and bites someone. The court won't summon your dog. The owner of the dog has to pay for it. Why? The owner of the dog is accountable. The dog is not accountable. Why? Does it have a choice? But the owner of the dog is accountable. Why? That's why all our actions, because of this choice, free will, there is the question of dharma and adharma. The question of dharma and adharma is because of choice. Because of this free will. So too, here, when I have a choice, then I am equally responsible. I am accountable for my actions. There is a praise waiting. What is the praise? There is an immediate praise. They are called phala, result of an action. I am accountable for my action, as well there is a result on the other side. Drishtaphalam and adrishtaphalam. Therefore, whenever there is an action, you get a drishtaphalam, but there is a subtle result also, in the form of sukha or dukkha. In the form of sukha or dukkha, there is a subtle result also in way. Therefore, you cannot draw with the order of the creation and be comfortable with yourself. When you hurt someone, you cannot be comfortable. Let me hurt someone and be comfortable. No. If you hurt someone, you get hurt in that process. Therefore, all the emotions when you look, when you go, when you employ your choice, and when the moment you go against the order of the creation, then it's a boomerang. It will boomerang on you. The result will boomerang on you. And there is no action which is rid of the result. Therefore, when you choose your action, may you stick with your duty, because Shastra always emphasizes duty. Why Shastra emphasizes duty? While you do your duty, what is protected? When you do your duty, what is protected is the right of someone else. As a daughter, when you do your duty, what is protected is the right of your mother or your parents. When the parents, when they do their duty, what is protected? The right of the son or daughter. When the husband does the duty, what is protected is the right of the wife. Because whole this business of living is one of role playing. It is one of role playing, because I am the person who is playing, who has to play. From the moment I get up from my bed and be in the world, constantly I have to take different roles. When you go to office and sit, you are either an employer or an employee. And you have a script to play. As an employee, you have a script to play. As an employer, you have a script to play. You go back to your house and your husband is waiting there. Then you have become a wife. Before a parent, you become a daughter. So all the time in relationship, we are changing the rules. We go on changing the rules, and each role has a script. Each role is backed up by a script. That's why, can you have an emotion without stepping into a role? Can you have any emotion without stepping into a role? Suppose you are angry. You are angry maybe as a daughter, or as an employer, or as an employee, or as a mother, or as a father, or anything. When you have an emotion, it is script based. So, if that script, if you are playing that script well, then you are doing the duty, and then the right of others are protected.